Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah. Roll up this, you pullin', now you know.
Sorry, I had to catch that for a minute. Shout out to ROLO DX max contract. Make sure y'all go look that up on iTunes right now. Anyways, if you didn't know, we are here. We are back, man. It feels good to actually be back doing the Hoops and Brews. I know we've been doing the happy hours, but it's nice to, just be back doing the Hoops and Brews where we get a little bit more of like topic driven instead of us just like sitting and having a conversation. I like the happy hours, but it's nice that we got like a full slate of topics to go through for this entire episode so that way we can touch on everything, because the funniest thing is I've been watching so many basketball accounts and Twitter accounts and stuff be like, man, don't none of these basketball networks ever talk about basketball? And I just be want to tweet them like, man, are you watching Hoops and Brews, bro? Like, we talk about basketball all the time. Like, we actually talk about the game, about what's going on. But as always, this show is Hoops and Brews, man. Shout out to y'all out there watching. As always, it's your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's RELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, Hoops and Brews co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavi. Go ahead, get your plug in, talk to the people.
First of all, I like the new name design, the at designs.
What happened?
You changed the at designs, bro. It looks cool.
I didn't change that. Shout out to the platform that we used for getting better.
The platform did that?
Yeah. I be sending them messages all the time like, hey, y'all need to do this, and they haven't implemented none of them yet. But if they do, it's gonna be cold. But anyway.
Well, anyway, yeah. As always, man, follow me on Twitter at PavyWorld, PAVY World, all one word.
Yeah, man. So how you feeling today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. There's nothing going on. It was a very rainy day.
Actually, you know what it was, yo. It rained. It felt like a monsoon was going on in LA right now.
It wasn't that
kind of
crazy,
bad,
bro.
Huh?
It wasn't that bad, bro.
Where I live, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was like all kind of like crazy hail and
everybody said they heard hail. I didn't like. I was
how high. You know how high I live up, bro. I was seeing leaves and shit blowing up where I'm at. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro?
I was trying to record last night doing like a thunderstorm. I'm like, bro, it's got thunderous. I'm trying to like rap, bro. What's going on?
God, can you stop? I'm trying to rap, bro.
I'm trying to rap, G. Like, come on, bro. What's going on here? I'm trying to get these bars off, bro.
It's already a classic episode. Anyways, man, as always on Hoops and Brews, man, we drink beer. We talk basketball. Today, I am actually drinking the Modelo Chelada Limon y Sal. I think that's how you pronounce it. This shit is actually fire. I'm kind of mad I didn't get two of these because we doing Hoops and Brews, but I still got some of that drink in my cup. So we still rocking. What you drinking on today, Pappy? I know you're gonna be like, I'm drinking. Hold on, let me do this. I'm drinking a 2013 Bordeaux from the southern regions of Chateau Marmont, and I've decanted it about 6 times and de-aged it and decompressed it for about 80 days. Shout out to all of the ladies out there.
I'm actually right now just drinking Jameson. I do have some wine.
Let's get it.
I do have some wine. I have a Spanish red that I purchased today, and I also purchased a Bordeaux, and I got like some regular Cabernet. But I didn't feel like drinking wine tonight, so it was like,
that's good. Shout out to you. I've had to decant it from 5 different glass systems. You would think I have a chemistry set in my house. How good I am, but what do you want to talk about first? What topics?
First week impressions. What are your impressions of the first week of NBA basketball?
Week 1, opening week reactions. I'm gonna actually let you start off with this and let you talk to the people. How you feeling?
There's been a lot of bad basketball. There's been a lot of bad basketball, but I think that's to be expected. Obviously, it's week 1. Guys didn't really get to have a preseason. People. Wow, TPJ look like Morpheus from the Matrix. Wow, metamorphosis. I got my whole game on some other shit. I feel like Morpheus. Anyway, I think there's been like a lot of quote unquote bad basketball, but I think that will pick up. I think it's just good to, see basketball back and, have something to talk about. Also, as far as crowds not being there, I know some people don't like it. Me personally, I don't really notice it too much until.
You say some people, are you referring to me?
No, it's more than just you. I've seen like a lot of people say that they don't really like the crowds. For me, at least watching it on TV, I don't really
reporters or
just people, not just people in general, like just regular people. For me personally, I don't really notice it too much until like when KD got slammed on, like there was no crowd there. Like that's when I noticed there was no crowd there. Like, yo, this man, the crowd didn't erupt. Or
Did
like
I
when
not tell you.
Yeah, but so I didn't say he wasn't gonna get dunked on.
I told you he was gonna be getting his ass slammed on every other
Alonzo
game.
Mourning got slammed on like every other game.
Nope.
Alonzo Mourning also.
I'm gonna treat my headphones like you didn't throw. He ain't no damn Alonzo Mourning.
I didn't say he was. I'm just saying you gonna get dunked on if you try to protect the rim. That's all I'm saying.
Playing was OG.
All I'm saying is that like you gonna get dunked on if you protect the rim. That was stupid though. Like, G, you not about to block that man's shot. You like just let that one go.
You got your ass boom.
Just let that one go. But I do
won't lie.
appreciate
You gonna win that bottle of champagne. KD averaging like 26.7.
Exactly.
He gotta drop like a 22, a 21, and like a 24 in order for me to. And then I might just go. It's be bad. Let me see. No, it's not over with.
I think he
got to get to 125 points. He has right now. Kevin Durant total. He has 80.
G, they got the Hawks twice and the Wizards.
It's over. He got to get to 125.
He got the Hawks twice and the Wizards. G, he's smooth averaging that 25, bro. They got the Hawks twice and the Wizards. It's over. It's over. Prepare to purchase my champagne. It's over.
Kevin. This is me. It's me talking right now, Kevin. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry, G. Because, hey, speaking of week one reactions, y'all looking like the real deal. So, Kevin, I'm sorry, bro.
How do you feel about Spencer being hurt?
I'm sorry, bro.
Spencer partially tore his ACL, so he's out for the season probably.
If he's out for the season, then the Nets aren't going to win championship.
My thing is this. I actually think that Spencer, first of all, I hope he gets better. Number one, obviously, I hope he gets better. But I think that Spencer being out in some ways can actually help them. I think that too many times when I watched the Nets early on, I feel like they had too many people dribbling. Like, I would be seeing, like, bro, what you doing, G? You have KD and Kyrie. Why are you dribbling? You should be max 2 dribbles past the KD and Kyrie. 2 dribbles past the KD and Kyrie. I think now everybody is more in their, you know who your dribblers are, your scorers are. Timothy. I'm gonna like just call him TLC.
Timothy Lou Cabernet or Cabernet, I believe that's how you pronounce his name.
He's looked resurgent in Denver. Guy. He's looked resurgent in Denver. Karis LeVert, I don't want him starting because he be wilding sometimes, but off the bench, his wilding is great. I know he's not scared of the moment. Chiozo, the little guard they had, he looks incredible. Like, well, at least today, he looked incredible. Landry Shamet, obviously, Landry is not a guy who's going to go out there and give you 20 points, but Landry can play hard. He can, and also, even Doc, we was talking about last year, his gravity, the fact that, like, when he's on the court, you have to at least pay attention to him. And I was on, shout out to Win Daily Show. They actually mentioned this earlier. George Hill is a guy that I would assume will not finish the season in OKC. Maybe that's a guy that now Spencer Dinwiddie has hurt. Maybe the Nets look to pick up a George Hill just for a little bit, veteran, sew up in like that 2-guard spot if you want to, end the games. He can play some defense. Also, he shot like high 40s, I think, from 3 last season. I think that would be a great pickup for him. But I actually think that, again, not to say that an injury is good because I want the man to get better. But I just think from like the standpoint of, just I don't think you need that many people to dribble, especially when you got KD and Kyrie out there. And I think that this will, in some sense of the word, set people more back in their proper positions. I think that Spencer's a guy who kind of needs the ball offensively to be effective. I don't think he's a off ball person personally. So I think that he's a guy who kind of needs the ball to be effective. And I think that they can maybe find can't pronounce his name, but TLC, I think that he's a guy, at least from what it seems like, and it's only been about 4 or 5 games, but it seems like he's a guy, and he wasn't doing this in Philly, but again, he's a young player, he still has time to develop. He's a guy that I feel like maybe would fit better, in that starting role of being just kind of a 3-and-D guy who could play next to, Kyrie and KD. Also, Joe Harris seems to be great. I think Joe Harris might actually lead the league in 3-point percentage this season or get close to doing so. Jared Allen off the bench has looked great. Like they have a Jeff Green has looked great. They have a very, very deep team. And like I even said before the season, I think that offensively, they, the Mavericks had the number one offensive. Well, technically had the best offense ever last season. I think the Nets can either challenge that or even overtake that this season. My only worry for them is still defense. And can they get? I know they can score the points to win the games, but can they get the stops to win the games? That's the only question I have about the Nets is can they get the stops to win the game? And even, TP was talking about, KD getting dunked on and things like that. I don't have an issue with him getting dunked on. I hope he gets dunked on 30 times this year, 40 times this year, because to me, that means he is protecting the rim and trying to at least be a presence on defense. And, even the one game KD got hurt, when he actually tore his Achilles, I thought even though he scored 13 points, I thought the best thing that the Warriors missed the most was his defense. I remember in that game, like Siakam wasn't getting those same looks when KD out there being 7 foot standing right in front of you. And again, I think this Nets team having no real quote unquote defensive stoppers, I think that KD needs to take it upon himself to at least attempt to make the all defensive team. Like even you saw on Christmas, like he had Tatum wasn't doing that on Kevin Durant. He kind of had Tatum in a vice grip a little bit. So again, like I don't care about him getting dunked on. I don't care about these things. That's the defense, or that's the level of, I don't want to say rim protection, but I'll say rim protection. Rim protection that I need to see out of Kevin Durant. I just need him to be a guy that just plays big and plays like he actually is 7 feet. So are they the real deal? I would say so. Like I say, when you put two players like that on the same team.
Whatever.
But again, are they the real deal? I would say so. Are they my championship favorite at this point? No. I'm still gonna go. I'm not gonna try to outsmart myself and go against the grain. I think that clearly the Lakers are the best team in basketball right now. As long as everybody stays healthy. I know they lost tonight, but still, I think they're the best team in basketball.
Yeah, I'm not upset at that. I think that the Nets are the real deal as it pertains to being exactly what I said they would be, which is a second round exit. And I think they'll be a tough second round exit. I'm looking at the Celtics, and I'm looking at them to actually come up a little bit bigger than I think that they are. And we'll talk about them and the Bucks a little bit later because I think they've both been having some early season struggles. But I think part of at least what's going on with the Celtics is I think one guy might be better than another guy, and another guy might be not as good as the other guy, but the other guys. So we'll talk about that in a second. But in terms of the Nets, like I told you with KD and Kyrie, that man asking that man for post-ups. So we know who is the alpha, who's not the alpha. I think they're trying to rest guys. I think they're trying to make sure that guys go into the postseason healthy. I mean, obviously, we cover the Clippers. And even I told you, I said today, I said, man, their first half of the schedule is terrible in terms of the competition they play. It's like a very weak schedule for them. So I was like, the second half of the season for them is going to be incredible. So I think these are like the first, 38 games, 36 games, something like that. Yeah, it'll be incredible going into the second, kind of leg of the season. So I think with that being said, I'm looking at a lot of these teams early on that don't have chemistry. And I'm looking for them to develop that chemistry. And I think it sucks that Dinwiddie got hurt because he was a guy that I was looking at that actually was I thought he would sneak in to be an all-star this year and be like that third guy. I thought it would be Karras, but Karras was off the bench. But now I think you have to start Karras.
No, you don't.
And I kind of feel like you do. I think you start him. I really do. I think you need to continue to keep up the offensive pace. I don't want Kevin Durant to have to shoulder the offensive load too heavily. I want him to continue to just do what he wants to what he wants to do. And I feel like if I just put him and Kyrie out there, then it's literally just going to be on them to start the game and get everybody hot. Versus Spencer. Spencer, he wasn't scared to take the ball and go shoot. He wasn't scared to wave them off, call his own play, get himself involved, try to get somebody else involved. He can run a pick and roll. He's decent at attacking. Like, you need somebody like that in the backcourt to play with Kyrie. Kyrie can't be back there by himself. I think even when you look at a guy like JR was a guy that, he could shoot threes, but he was known for dunking on the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No, he
So
got Cleveland.
you have to have guys, I think, that can consistently still attack the rim, and I don't think that they have any of those guys that are on the bench other than Spencer Dinwiddie. I'm sorry, other than Karis LeVert. So you have to put him there. I honestly thought Dinwiddie was going to come off the bench with LeVert, and you was going to try to figure out some way to work Joe Harris in there. But with the lineups that I've seen them in the rotations that I've seen them have, they seem like they want to, and they prefer to play bigger than they prefer to play smaller. So if that's the way that you want to play it, then keep playing, Karis. I don't think they have any decent options. That's all I'll say.
I personally think that you end the game with Karis, but I don't think that you start the game with Karis. Reason being is also because the way that they're running the lineups, they want to run KD and Kyrie together. I thought that they would always just have one of them in the game, but they seem like they want to run them both together when they're in the game.
I don't know. Too much pressure for them to have to start the game off and be hot. I feel like that's a lot of pressure. Because I don't think they have to start the game off again. Like I look at the guy like TLC. I think he's a guy who, again, like if Kyrie can penetrate, he can hit an open three. Joe Harris has shown the ability to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. Also, the fact that Cavanaugh is not starting on no championship team, bro.
But again, that's why I said
20 tonight versus the Grizzlies. That's not happening again.
Again, no. I don't need him to get 20. I need him to more so hit.
Start that man. Start Karis.
I need him to shoot 37% from three and make sure you play good defense. I want Karis off my bench because, again, I want the extra pop coming in off the bench when I send KD and Kyrie to the bench. And also still, again, like I said, I think there's maybe a move that the Nets could make, obviously, now that Dinwiddie is hurt. I don't think that this will be the same roster that goes into the playoffs. I think that they'll eventually somehow try to make a move at some point and get another guard and get some more backcourt help. Like I said, George Hill, a guy. I mean, you mean to tell me, OKC, with the way Sam Presti's stocking picks, wouldn't take a late first rounder and one of them prospects that they don't play?
What do they need more picks for?
Who? OKC?
Yeah, what they gonna do with that next
to trade? I
think they have all of the pieces that they need. They just have to figure out the rotation. My bad.
I don't disagree with you. I just think that if they want to do that, they can. But me personally, I'm a component of Karis starting the game on the bench, but ending. He's a guy I'm starting to end the game.
I feel you, but we'll see. So speaking of week one reactions, the Cavs, man, what the heck are they going to actually make the playoffs?
I told you though. I said literally last year the Cavs should make the playoffs this year. I tweeted it February, I think 2019, something like that. I tweeted it at some point in time they should make the playoffs this year. Reason being is now look, the thing about the Cavs is this, right? Obviously Kevin Love has to stay healthy. That's a huge if. Drummond has to stay healthy. They all them guys really got to stay healthy, which is like a huge if. But if we look at it, Garland is the guy who's still going. Colin Sexton, people would consider that. I mean, I've even said things about Colin Sexton, but the thing about Colin Sexton is he can score, and he's actually a pretty efficient scorer. It's not like he's going out there and giving you 20 points on like 41% shooting. He's actually like high 40s and shoots like.
He been decent, but I also feel like don't nobody got no tape on him this year.
No, they have no. The thing about Colin is like he's quick as hell. Like so he's like hard to stay in front of, and he's just a bulldog. He just keeps coming. And Kevin Love, we got to remember when Kevin Love is healthy, and Kevin Love hasn't been healthy in a minute. But when Kevin Love is actually healthy, outside of Giannis, you will be outside of Giannis, and obviously Blake is also in the discussion as well. But he's up there with the best power forwards in the Eastern Conference. And Drummond, no matter what you say about Drummond is a walking double-double who can get you 2 blocks and get you a steal. Realistically, you do have one of the best front lines in the Eastern Conference as far as like forward center combination. They have a good solid team. Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to run off, be undefeated for too long, but I do think that they can at least sneak into the A spot or at least compete for the A spot. I do. I seriously do. This team is not a bad team.
I'm not upset at that opinion. I don't think that they're a bad team. I think if you have 2 guys that are all-stars in Kevin Love and Andre Drummond, or guys that have all-star potential, I'm looking at a guy like Colin Sexton. He was a guy that I think I feel like, and I'm not gonna put this on you if you didn't say it, but I feel like you said that like you felt like in a perfect world he would be a Baron Davis kind of type, but not as athletic. And I feel like that actually is kind of the vibes that I get from him when he's being aggressive. But I think defensively, he has to continue to be able to lock in. Yes, they all do. That's going to be the issue. That's the problem issue. Is that Drummond is going to keep you in games because you'll habitually be able to get 12 to 18 rebounds and probably like 5 to 8 offensive rebounds a night. So that's going to give you a couple extra, tries on offense.
Love to. Kevin Love too.
The problem, Kevin Love too. But the problem is, are you going to be able to defend long enough on the wings against other teams' wings? Like the problem is that also, I think if they were to play a team, with dominant wings, I don't think that they would be doing what they're doing. Even if you look at a team like the 76ers, the 76ers don't really have dominant wings. They have dominant guys that are like front court players. Tobias is not a dominant wing.
Yeah, like if they play a team like the Celtics and you got to guard a Tatum and like a Brown, that's a hard matchup for them because even still the way it's put up, like who's guarding Tatum? Is it going to be Love or is it going to be Drummond? Like it would have to be Love or Drummond because you look at Brown. Like
they beat the Hornets, the Pistons, and the 76ers. They'll probably beat the Knicks. And then they'll play the Pacers and get destroyed on Thursday.
Yeah, so it's like, no, I don't expect them to continue to run off.
Don't get me wrong. No, looking at their schedule, they realistically have the opportunity to actually like wind up going into like the end of the first or second weekend of January, actually, or somewhere around like 8-3 if they continue to play this well. But we're talking playoffs. After that, they have a stretch where they play the Bucks. Then they play the Jazz, the Wizards twice. They play the Grizzlies twice. They play the Nets twice, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Pistons, and then it gets
some winnable games though. Like Wizards twice.
Yeah, I mean they are. And they play the Clippers, Bucks twice.
Grizzlies,
they play the Denver.
That's what they could
they fight to make the playoffs. They could probably mess around and win like 35 games and make the play. I mean, I'll say this: they'll definitely be the 10th seed. I can see that happening.
No, I think you fighting for 8th seed again. Like you have when healthy, you have 2 All-Stars. How many teams in the East can say when healthy we have 2 All-Stars?
Yeah.
They got 2 All-Stars. Honestly, 3. Because Colin is a guy who, even though he won't make it, but he's a guy who might go out here and average 22 and 3 and a steal. Now, obviously, those not, that's not going to push you in like the All-Star game, but those borderline All-Star numbers, especially on the efficiency that he's probably going to
he averaging 27 right now. I won't
That's not going to stay at 27. They probably go to 24.
But listen, if it go to 24, 25, and they in the playoffs, he kind of got to be an All-Star. I think this year we're gonna see the most guards we've ever seen in an All-Star game.
I mean, it caps at insane. I mean, but it caps at what, 7?
Yeah, but you can't just little guards. It's gonna be little guards. Small guards. I think it's gonna be like Kyrie. I think it's gonna be like guys, Trae Young, obviously. I think Middleton will make it at in that guard spot. After that, it's really kind of a toss-up.
Brogdon is a guy who may make it. Oladipo is back. He may make it.
No.
Is Jaylen Brown playing guard?
No.
Is he playing guard?
Montez is going to get their only All-Star spot.
No, I mean, yes, but Victor is back. Like, what if Victor comes like average 22?
Yeah, but if Colin Sexton averaging 24, get out to him. And also Russ and Bradley Beal. So what's that, 5?
Yeah, I think that's 5 at that point. Russ and Bradley Beal.
We got 2 more.
Who? I'm literally going off the top of my head.
Exactly. So he has a potential to sneak in and make it this year. I mean, Zach LaVine claims he should be there, but
man, the Bulls.
Schroeder is
Lowry, Van Vliet.
Lowry
Dragic is a guy.
Dragic is not gonna make it this year.
No, but Dragic, he might because again, like the Heat might be, the number 1 seed in the conference, and then you probably want to give them 2 or 3 All-Stars, maybe. Karras, maybe. Ben, obviously. Ben Simmons. So but regardless, like just with the Cavs, like literally, I've said that this is the moment I've been waiting on. I still watch Cavs games. I haven't been able to sit down and catch a full one this year. But I plan to watch some. I've been watching them. Like again, I told you.
Cavs versus Knicks in New York. Damn, they having games at the Garden?
Yeah.
Gee, them seats are are as low as $224, bro.
Wait, they having fans at the Garden?
I guess so, bro.
They are?
I guess so. I'm looking at this. I see tickets.
Okay.
Upcoming games. If you look at Pat, like, oh, I might need to go to New York. I don't know about that. I know that the Magic have tickets available.
The Magic and the Heat. The Magic, the Heat, and like the Jazz. I know that.
Bro, you want something crazy? It only costs $16 to go to Magic games now.
Oh shit, boy! I be in that motherfucker. Shit, put my mask on, put some gloves on. We gonna have at it. Put my mask on, put some gloves on. We gonna have at it. They ain't gonna sit nobody next to me, right? Shit. Take me fucking 50,000 IUs of vitamin D. Be smooth up in that bitch. Shit.
Bro, I almost bought some vitamin D today. I'm mad I didn't.
Get you some. Get you some. I got the little 5,000. Literally, like I'll show you. It's 5,000. It's 5,000. We ain't getting sick over here. No. But real quick though, I think I tweeted like a couple of years ago, or like I think it was last year, that I thought the Cavs were building the Blazers. Now again, you may say the Blazers haven't won a championship team, but the Blazers have been a consistent playoff team in the Western Conference for I don't know, at least 4 or 5 years right now. And the Blazers also don't have Andre Drummond and Kevin Love on that team. So again, I think that, like I said, the Cavs are on the right direction. Bickerstaff has his team playing hard. Okoro is a guy who I think they're looking to be their defensive wing. Honestly, in a perfect world, I would love to have Colin Sexton be like my next Lou.
I think Isaac Okoro is going to be their best offensive player next year.
Next year. Personally, not this year. Personally, what I would like to do is put Garland at the 1, Okoro at the 2, Jetty out there, Love and Drummond, and come off the bench with Colin. So when Colin come in the game on the bench, I'm like, hey, bro, go out there and try to score 30 off the bench. You're going to be the 6th man of the year for the next 4 years. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, but the thing about
how the hell he going to average 24 coming off the bench?
Easy. Lou Will did it. Easy. And also, I only want Jetty to play about 23 minutes a game. I still want to give Colin 34 minutes, 32, 34 minutes. I just don't personally, in like the long term, I just don't want to have 2 guards under 6'3" in my starting lineup. I just don't think defensively that really works.
That's why you got Isaac Okoro.
Yeah, but who you sending to the bench? So you just gonna keep Garland and Sexton out there?
Garland on the bench.
No, because Garland is more the playmaker.
Put Okoro at the 3.
That's what they have right now.
We're running small.
That's what they have right now. But people don't run
shit out.
But
figure it out.
Yeah, but
figure it out, little fella.
Yeah, but
get down low and slap the ground. It's time.
Yeah. But also here's the thing about running small. People don't usually run that small, or at least teams that win don't usually run that small. That means your whole front. That means your whole back line is under, like Colin Katie no one is 6'2", 6'3" max. Garland like 6'1", 6'2". Now I would love to end games with Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Love, and Drummond. But I would in a perfect world when everything is more developed, I would like to send Colin to the bench, bring him in at like the 5-minute mark. When I send Garland to the bench, have him like come in with the bench and some defenders like, hey, bro, we're going to give you the ball. And whoever is guarding you, because they're going to be a bench player, give them 40. Don't even look at nobody else. Give them 40. But that's a long way away from them. I think right now for the Cavs, you just want to, try to, win games and get back into playoffs, personally. So we'll see how it goes, but I like the way I like the start that they're off to.
All right, enough, please. I'm getting sick.
Take a shot.
Let's talk about him.
Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot before you talk about Luka. Take a shot before we talk about Luka.
I don't have a shot. I gotta go get one now. Hold on.
Because I gotta listen to this man rave about Luka and talk about the debacle that was Sunday's game against the Mac. Like, bro, that game was so crazy, dog. Like, I remember just sitting there watching it, like, yo, is this gonna just keep getting worse? I'm like, bro, is this just gonna keep going downhill? I'm like, yo, do something. And I'm like, yo.
I just want to say, shout out to y'all, but we not drinking the same liquor. Shout out to my bro Lee. He got me that young Casa Dragones. Real, you know what I'm saying? Big sippers understand. Well, look at this. Look at bro. This is real metal. You saw how fast that fell, boy?
Let it hit the ground. Okay.
This shit felt like a hockey puck. God damn it. You got to take a shot of the Draco. Or the Draco, all right. Oh, man.
Cheers to
I'm about to be drunk as hell. Sorry, baby. All right, you ready? Let's get it. I'm getting too old for this shit. Ugh.
All right, go rave about Luka. Get it off. Oh shit.
It's a Blanco. I only do Blancos when I'm turning up. I'm a father now. All right.
Ain't more alcohol in there?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Luka! Luka Doncic is.
I was trying to push you up because I gotta. No, I was trying to push you up. No, I was trying to push you up because I gotta.
That's how you feel. I gotta talk about my son.
I gotta get my charger.
Luka Doncic. Luka Thomas. Luka Doncic the third. All right, that's my son. I went to the game and I saw that debacle because we're Clippers media. So I saw that debacle that was the Clippers' 50-point loss on Sunday. I'm sorry, yesterday. It was actually a very nice experience. It was cool to be inside the arena without the fans. The artificial noise kind of makes you not miss the fans, but then once you actually start to settle into the experience and you start to watch the game, you really do kind of lose the fact that the fans aren't in the game. But I'm also the kind of person where if I'm watching on a 100 level, I like to talk and participate with the people that are around me because I feel like I'm in the game. So it was interesting to be on the 100 level, which although as media members, we're usually, actually up high on the 300 level if you're not like the most exclusive of the most exclusive. So I was expecting, for it to be a very fun and crazy experience. And it was good because I was sitting right behind the Clippers backboard so I could see everything. I watched a bunch of stuff, which I'm not going to say over the air, but it's nice to be able to just see people interacting with one another as well as just seeing that there's nobody there. It's super dark in there. And the fan noise, artificial noise is cool. But the thing that you really get to see is like everybody. I think when the fans are in the building, if you're a media member, you can't get to see all the players. Like I got to just get to the game 2 hours before the game. Usually 2 hours before the game, you go to the game, you get you some food, you check in, you put your equipment down, you sign in all your internet accounts, you get all your camera equipment ready. You're like, all right, I'm going to get ready to go get to the game. And then I'm going to go to the media room. I'm going to get me some food, and I'm going to watch some games that are on TV. I'm going to talk to the other media members. This time, they don't allow no food, no drink, nothing inside the Staples Center. So it's just a different experience. I had my mask on, but it was still great basketball. I know Pavy's covering the Timberwolves game tomorrow. I'm covering the Blazers game on Wednesday. So I enjoy it because I'm getting to see something literally I'm getting to see something that is some of the most exclusive. Like I got to see the Clippers get destroyed, bro. I got to see the Clippers get 50 ball by halftime, and it was nobody there. Like, gee, do you know how many people would have left the building if them dudes would have got 50 ball by halftime? Like the craziest part about that game was Luka was playing decent, and I'm like, okay, Luka good. Like, all right, he moving, he can do his thing. Then all of a sudden, Jason Richardson, splash.
Josh Richardson.
Splash. I'm sorry, not Jason Richardson. Josh
Willie
Richardson. Splash.
Willie Cauley-Stein was looking like Hakeem.
Willie Cauley-Stein was
looking
booming
like
him,
Hakeem, G. I'm like,
he
bro.
was booming him. I was like, yo, Willie Cauley-Stein fast as hell, bro. He was running up the floor. I'm like, bro, Willie Cauley-Stein fast as hell. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. The Clippers just kept making shots, and all they kept doing was looking at each other like, I don't know what you want me to run. And I was thinking, this looks very familiar. But in the meantime, I'm looking at Luka Doncic and I'm like, yo, this dude is a big dude. Luka's not a small dude. Big legs, nice sturdy body. He actually looked like he got stronger. I tried to ask him a question after the game. But Luka does a lot of international press. I think Brazil, Argentina, and other stuff like that. So those outlets got the questions. But still, I actually was going to ask him, what have you been doing, with your body to be able to put on muscle? Because you look like you're a lot stronger and a lot sturdier than you were when you first came in the league. And I think even when you look at him like coming back, he looks like he's in good shape still. He didn't look winded. He was out there literally toying with Patrick Beverly, toying with Paul George. He was toying with whoever was guarding him. He was putting him in a pick and roll. Luka was so crazy, bro. He would literally start a play on one side. I'm like, all right, here come a screen. If I know a screen finna come, G, and you the Clippers, how you don't know that screen coming? That man come around the screen, G. It's another man running there. I'm like, G, he about to cut to the basket. Why is your back turned to him? And the whole game, I just kept saying, why is your back turned to him? And they wide open layups. Luka literally running to the rim. People turning around like, oh, shit, Luka right there. Luka landed up. The man literally, of the second half, he literally ran to the rim, got fouled, threw it up high off the glass, and I'm right behind the backboard. And it just went in. I literally, if I could, I would have been like, Luka! But I was just like, yo, this is terrible. I have never seen a team get destroyed like that. Even the old school paper bag over the face Clippers wouldn't have got destroyed that much by Luka Doncic. Somebody in the 2000s would have been trying to beat their ass because they weren't going to be losing like that. That was some goddamn college boys high school score where you like the state champion and you play that rinky-dink school where like half the team got coronavirus, so they ain't even play the ball boys starting. That's some shit you see. How does that happen in the National Basketball Association? It was disgusting. And shout out to Ty Lue. I appreciate that. What game? I didn't see no game. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What game? Go ahead. Luka was amazing, though. He was positively amazing. I was in awe the entire time. In complete awe.
I mean, I personally still think Luka could be. I mean, I didn't see him in person, but looking on TV, I think he could be in better shape. Personally, but that's just me. I think that he could probably. Again, I didn't see him in person, but I do think he can still. I think there's another level where he could work on as far as his body goes. But maybe that's just how he looks. Like maybe
in a shape. Even if he's out of shape in person.
I mean, like.
Look, I feel what you're saying when looking on TV. In person, I've seen Jokic and be like, yo, he's fat.
No, I don't think he's fat. I just think that.
Listen to what I'm saying. Luka could have played another 24 minutes and been fine. His conditioning is not my issue. I do believe he needs to lean out a little bit more because you don't want to get pudgy.
That's what I mean.
I feel like he purposefully put on more weight so that way he could sustain guys bumping him. Because also, this is the other thing that I want to say about Luka Doncic. Number one of the best pick and roll passes I've ever seen in my life. Number two, one of the best just like passing vision guys that I've ever seen in my life. Number three, now that he's put on weight, he be putting guys in the post, and when he hit them with a body, they move. Before they might have like stood a little stronger. Now I'm seeing them back up. So that's why I'm not upset at it. I just think he got to tone it down, which I'm not mad at because you got to play yourself into shape. I think a lot of these guys are out of shape. I think the main reason why the Clippers lost by 50 is because they ain't in shape. So all the energy guys ain't got no energy. They said they spent Christmas the day before having fun with their family. Yeah, they ain't got no energy. They ain't been training either.
If I
was Ty Lue, everybody running suicides. 50. Give me 50 right now, G. Don't even say nothing to me, G. Give me 50. Go over there. Give me a few sets, G. And go over there and make 100 free throws, G.
I just think that for the Clippers.
I don't care. I don't care. Like we in high school, G. How you do that?
I just think that for the Clippers in that game, obviously, number one, being down 50 at any point in game is inexcusable. First of all, I'll get it out of the way. Second thing, I just want to say that I just think that it was again odd scenario, and obviously, usually them, you stay in LA for 3 days. That LA team that got you on that back half of those 3 days got that advantage because you done probably been out. You done probably been to Warwick. You've been in Delilah. You know a couple girls in town. You done probably caught some vibes. These days, Mavericks came in town. They've been in the hotel for 3 days. They can't wait to leave the room and do something. Y'all didn't, you had to fly back from Denver. You get home, you go hang with your family. Maybe you was up late, doing whatever with your families. You're not leaving the house, so you in the crib doing whatever, and you wake up and you got an early game. Like I didn't even know the game was at 12:30. Like, and then you wake up and you got an early 12:30 game. Like, those 12:30 games are always really weird, and that happens with the Clippers because people don't know this.
They always get destroyed on 12:30 games.
Yeah,
it's like a habit
because it's a really
they love it. It makes them happy. I feel like
because it's a really weird. Like, it's just like you got to get to the arena at 9 a.m. especially after. So it's just again maybe they didn't.
I did it. I was ready to go in my mask. G. They look ready to go in pregame when they was doing when. Look, literally, Serge did the same moves in pregame in the game, and it didn't work in the game. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be a low, big fella.
Again.
This is going to be a low. Pat Bev, same moves he was doing pregame. During the game, Luka was standing there, and he did not shoot that shit. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a low. And PG, I'm glad, and I'm glad this question is up there. Is Ty Lue better than Doc?
PG wasn't bad, though.
No, wait a minute. Stop. I will never compare Ty Lue and Doc because I feel like they are one and the same. But even with the offensive changes that I'm seeing, PG got all the post touches he wanted, and the team got blown out by 50.
The thing about PG though was in that first quarter, I was not mad at PG.
And he was taking the ball to the rim, which I give him credit for. But the
thing about PG's performance though was in that first quarter, I was not mad at it. I really wasn't. It looked like PG was what's up.
I swear to God, bro. Before halftime, bro, Kawhi had on like shorts, right? It looked like he was working out or getting stretched out or whatever. Coming out of halftime, I swear to God, man's had on a full warm up. I'm like, is this man finna come in the game because they get their ass beat by 50? I swear to God. I was like, that man was probably like, enough, Could you imagine if they was getting their ass buzzed by 50 and Kawhi wasn't gonna play? But he's like, enough, bro. I'm getting in the game. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. Point, he get in the game and then they get blown out by like 70, bro. That shit would have been insane, bro.
We down 50, bro. Like it ain't even no point. But I wasn't really mad at PG. I feel like PG was one of the guys.
Bro, this man finna come in the game, bro. I'm literally like, bro, is he finna come in the game?
I feel like PG was one of the guys who actually at least looked like he had some semblance of life in the first. I mean, I was seeing people miss defensive rotations. Like, aside from the fact the shot wasn't falling, because, your shots sometimes don't fall. You can't control that. But defensively, it's just like they were just literally 2 steps slow the entire game for the most part, outside of that little spurt in the third quarter. Remember when, they first came out in the third quarter and they put, a 10-0 run together? That's about the only time I saw any light fall game. But I think that was an aberration. I'm not worried about them.
But I feel you.
Aberration. Actually, again, I like the roster. I like the moves they have. I love what Nick Batum has brought to the team. I love what Luke Kennard has brought to the team. I think that PG is going to have an MVP caliber year this season. Everything I've seen from PG so far outside of that shit the other day says that he can do that. I love what Serge is bringing to the team. And also, as far as Ty Lue, I don't think Ty Lue is better than Doc. I just think that, like we said, maybe it was time, for a change of, voice. Also, Ty Lue was younger. He was in the league with some of these guys. If I'm not mistaken, he was in the league with some of these guys, at least when they were in the league. He might have been on his way out, but he was still in the league. So he's younger. He's been around. Maybe he can relate to some of the players a little bit more. Maybe Doc had certain ways, like I do this way, and just it was maybe, he had a I just think it was time for a new voice. And again, even when I do see the offense, certain small things about the offense have changed. Like PG, I was even watching a lot of PG Oklahoma City highlights of the day. PG was more on ball, running more pick and rolls and things like that. I have seen him run more pick and rolls, be more in the post. I haven't really seen him really come off too many screens, with intention to shoot. I've seen Kawhi, in the post more. So there are slight changes to the offense. And again, I mean, yesterday happened, but I still think they're a top 2, top 3 team in the Western Conference, and I still think that they have championship aspirations. But I do still think the one issue that they do have is guard defense. I just think that even like yesterday, I saw lineups in which Lou Williams and Reggie Jackson in the game. What you want somebody to do with that, bro? And also, I hate to say this, but I think the Clippers have passed up Lou Will.
Yeah,
I just don't really see the point. Like, I just don't really like. I see him, and I'm like, sometimes he gets standing over there in the corner, and it's like I just don't. And then defensively, what does he bring?
Trez not being there really does affect him. Him not being there really does.
I don't think it's just that. It's like Luke Kennard can do some of what you do now. Like, he can run a pick and roll. He can make those passes to, Zubac. He's he's probably a better, like, quote unquote, pure shooter. Like, yeah, you can score, but he's probably a pure shooter. And also, he's bigger. You at least think he can kind of sort of stay in front of somebody a little bit better. You also have Nick Batum. He can handle the ball. Like, you can run a pick and roll with Nick Batum if you really, really want to. So it's like, I feel like Lou at first had the ball a lot. Now he has the ball a lot less. It's just like, what do you have? If you're going to stick Lou in the corner.
I mean, that's kind of the point when you say, I don't like the offense. I need to stop coming off pin downs and hold the ball more. And you looking at the guy that's still averaging 22 and holding the ball. Hey, big fella. Other big fella. Hey, I'm going to need you to come up off that rock, big fella. Now you see the other big fella playing for this team, big fella. And you see them already, what they doing. You see what they doing to Trez now that he on the Lakers. Every game, they gonna be cutting footage of that man. Like one of them ESPN announcers cut some footage of a Trez getting killed on the pick and roll at the end of the game. They gonna be cutting footage on that man. It's a different world now.
Yeah, but we know. Yeah, but we can't get to the Lakers in a.
Go ahead. I know. But I'm just saying. I mean, he was on this team. That's what I feel like helped to make Luke Will. I'm sorry. That's what helped make Luke Will efficient. I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the same now.
I think they're trying to. Excuse me. I think Zoo can do a lot of what. Like, I think Zoo is even a guy who could be sixth man of the year. Now, will he win it? No, but I think that he can at least be a contender. I think he can go out there and give you a double off the bench. Yeah. It's possible. I mean, shit, he damn near did it in bench minutes last year. I think he actually averaged a double in which are like prime bench player. I mean, he only played like 22 minutes. Like, if you per 36, it's probably close to like 20 and 10. So I think you can run some of the things with that, but it's just like we have other people to also run that instead of just Luke.
Yeah, but you have Luke Kennard off the bench now.
Exactly. You don't need him. Literally, like, I can run that same pick and roll.
Kennard to do that. You also, you also have Batum.
And then like,
Marcus
even
is about to come back, so Nick is about to go to the bench. Yeah,
is he though? I think Marcus should be on the bench. Reason that I think Marcus should be on the bench is because
I agree with you, but I actually think Marcus should start though. Because I think that I agree with that he should be on the bench, and I agree with that at first. But now that I've seen him in person, his energy is what they need on offense to start. Nick Batum doesn't create energy on offense. Like, Nick Batum literally was getting the ball in the mid-range. I was like, that's not a bucket. I was literally like, is he going to make that? And nah, I knew he wasn't going to make that. And I was like, yeah. Yeah,
but I think
it's not. So yeah.
Me personally.
I just think they just need more time. But also Kawhi wasn't there. They never play well on 12 a.m. games. And literally, Luka Doncic put on one of the best performances I've ever seen, a basketball player put on in about 30 minutes. And he probably didn't even play 30 minutes. He probably played like 22 minutes. And it was insane. He was throwing the ball up. He was doing whatever he wanted to. He looked like a cat playing with a toy.
I just think the issue,
it was crazy.
But again, I just think the issue again for the Clippers is when you face guards, especially bigger guards.
He's not better than LeBron, though, by the way. I will say that. Luka. Seeing Luka in person, he's not better than LeBron. Not yet. He might be like 4. LeBron's still 3. He's not better than LeBron yet.
But there was like one
LeBron in person, but he's not better than LeBron.
There was like one play in which there was 2 switches and Reggie, and then like Lou Will popped up. I'm like, oh shit, well, this is the bucket. He gonna score. So it's like usually the Clippers. That's also the other thing. Like when you have Reggie and you have Lou out there, they be putting them on the court together sometimes. Now you automatically have a backcourt in which literally you have 2 defensive liabilities in the same backcourt. Sometimes it's easy to get them on the same side of the floor and do what you want to them. So again, I think that, I'm sorry to say, I think Lou's time, maybe coming to a close with the
where can you trade him to?
Again, like my thing is call up New Orleans and try to get Lonzo, bro. Or trade.
I'm not giving up Lonzo. Lonzo has been playing so well this season. I said, look, you earned your contract. We just wanted you to earn it. We just felt like you didn't want it. We just know, literally, if I'm New Orleans, the way he's been playing the first 3 games, if he determines that he wants to stay after the season, we'll pay you close to what you want. But we had to see that you wanted it because you've been telling us you want it, and I've been wanting to see it. He said he wanted to be a triple-double guy this year. I think this year, Lonzo Ball realistically could average 13 to 16 points. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm not trading that, man.
The thing about that is that the thing about that is that though he's a restricted free agent, so it's like if somebody want to max Lonzo out, they could do that. If somebody want to max Lonzo out,
then I max him out then because him and Eric Bledsoe is not that bad in the backcourt. They actually play pretty decent together. Eric Bledsoe played nut ball, so sometimes I might need to just sit Eric Bledsoe ass down and say, JJ, come out here because he tweaking.
Or
Lonzo, get back to being a point guard.
Or
Lonzo starting at the 2 right now. He's not starting at the 1.
Or so like I said, well, technically Lonzo started at the 2 at UCLA. If I'm not mistaken, he was the 2.
Yeah, but he's UCLA. I also feel like he's putting more emphasis on trying to create more plays and score, which is what I want from him, but also what I feel like Luke Walton didn't want him to do. And I feel like Alvin Gentry just wanted him to just Alvin Gentry just wanted to keep Zion happy. And I feel Alvin Gentry. It's been hell on earth, G. It's a pandemic going on, G. I be wanting to get drunk, G. I'm wanting to chill out, G. This shit is I be at home wanting to get drunk, G. And I'm not saying Alvin Gentry just be wanting to get drunk. I mean everybody, G. I'm sure everybody go home after the game and pull one up. I'm trying to chill, G. And this man Zion is here, and I'm trying to be friends with the lion. You ever not been friends with a lion? You know what happened? I'm asking you a question.
I've never seen a lion in person, so I don't know.
Do you know what happens when you're not friends with a lion?
I guess you get ate.
Exactly. So you know what Alvin Gentry was doing? I'm chilling, G. Somebody pass me some of that. I'm chilling, G. We in New Orleans. We doing the damn thing. But Stan Van Gundy not gonna do that. Stan Van Gundy is gonna command Lonzo Ball to play, hard. And I think that if I'm the Pelicans, I'm not trading him to the Clippers. You got to pry him out of my hands. No, you tweaking. But let's go ahead. More week 1 reactions. James Harden, how you feeling about him? Is he to blame for this 0-2 start?
Blame for what?
What do you mean?
I mean, not
it start off 0-2.
Like not really because it's like
first game was winnable, turnover. This game, I don't think they showed up. I think this year without the fans, a lot of guys will just not show up on games. That's the other thing about no fans. Some nice guys, I'm like, I'm cool. After the first game, G, I'm good, G.
I
think the media members up there like, G, I sure if you a Clippers player, you was probably looking because I was right behind that bench. You was probably looking up there at me, and because it ain't no fans, and I'm just like either laughing or I'm just like, Gee, this shit is terrible, bro. I was literally shaking my head, bro. With my headphones on. I know they saw me. That shit was terrible, bro.
I don't think that
disgusting,
Harden is like Harden to blame for what. I mean, yeah, the pass at the end of the game. I think Tucker was probably supposed to be in the corner because I'm even looking at the team like obviously I think next time if he had it back, he'd just shoot the ball, especially when he was on fire the way he was in that game. But to come off hanging out with Little Baby for 2 weeks, walk in the arena and drop 44 and 17 is incredible. Incredible.
What does hanging out with Lil Baby got to do with anything?
Gee, the man was in the club a week ago. He come to the arena with off one practice, give him 44 and 17.
He averaged 34 last year. If you can't come to the arena off coming to the club, then what you doing?
I feel you, but still to do it is incredible.
What else? Come off the booty club and average and get 30. What you doing?
But still, anyway, to do it, I think it's
what you mean, G? They said AI used to be faded, G. You sitting up here talking to me about James.
The AI was shooting 39%. Hey, I was shooting 39%. Harden is stop. Harden is also out here these last couple of granted. It's only been 2 games, but the efficiency that he's been doing it on is actually incredible. I think he's shooting 60% from the field, 50%, 50. But listen, he's 50% from 3, whatever percent from the line. Also, we got to remember they had people out for COVID, which actually isn't his fault. That's not his fault. He did not infect them. I think they went to get haircuts. He didn't. They went to get haircuts, and that's how they got infected. So, that's literally not his fault.
I'm crying.
Now when he's shown up,
that's terrible.
Cause he didn't.
Hey, look, I know he glad as hell he showed up late. Like, hey, man, y'all. Now he's shown up. And since he been there, he been balling. Christian Wood, I love the way Christian Wood's been looking. And look, I'm glad they healthy though. I'm not laughing at getting coronavirus. I'm laughing at James Harden literally not showing up and him not showing up somehow allowed him to be in a situation where he actually came out on top.
And again, I hope he stays. I hope that they work it out, because even when I look at it, I love the offense that they run it. I actually think that they have a deeper team than what they had last year. I think they have like 4 PJ Tuckers. They got a lot of hungry guys who got something to prove. You know, like Tate, he's undrafted.
4 PJ Tuckers? What does that even mean?
Meaning they have 4 tough, hard-nosed guys who play really hard, and I feel like play with a chip on their shoulder. I think Tate does that. I think Oubre does that. Not calling these other 2 guys a PJ Tucker, but I think that Cousins obviously has like a lot to prove. He won a contract. John Wall, I'm sure, is mad at the world because motherfuckers done forgot about him over like the past 2 years. So they got some guys. Fair, but they got some guys that's hungry and, you know, really want to get after it and gonna go out there and try to win, because these guys are either wilding for respect or searching for contracts. So I hope he stays. And again, I'm gonna put my trust in Steven Silas, because again, like I said, the efficacy Harden has been crazy, and he was allegedly, I guess he was an offensive guy, the mastermind behind technically the best offense in NBA history. So yes, I think they have a better team than what they had last year.
Who was the mastermind?
Steven Silas. He ran the offense last year. That's how he got hired. He ran the offense.
Stop lying to me.
No, we don't.
Stop lying to me.
No, we don't.
You're lying to me.
No, we don't.
Gee, you're sitting here lying to me.
How? He was the like offensive coordinator for them. Look it up. He was the assistant. And that was his role, was offense.
Word. That's like telling me whoever Andy Reid offensive coordinator is ran offense. You're lying to me.
I'm sure he. I'm sure Andy.
I'm sure he don't run all the offense.
I'm sure he do something. I'm sure he do something.
He ain't doing that.
Anyway, still, I think that, like I said, I think they are a better all-around team than what they were last year. Like I said, I think they finally have bigs. I love Christian Wood. I think Christian Wood is a poor man's Anthony Davis. That's what he plays like. The combination between him and Harden seems to be, you know, working pretty good. So again, I hope Harden works it out with the team, because I would love to see it. And no, I mean, to blame for what? Like, what is he to blame for? He's done nothing but come in and hoop with 8 players and give you 35 points every night, and he ain't even the reason why half the team's sick. So what is he to blame for at this point?
I mean, they have had a bad start.
They got fucking 7 people.
Yeah, but he has created nothing but disruption since then.
Gee, they got 7 people.
How do you even know them guys go get their hair cut if he's there?
Because black people won't fade, G. What black man don't want to fade, G? What black man don't want to fade before something big happens, G? It's the opening night. What black man don't want to fade for opening night, G? What black man don't want to fade for opening night, G? Let's be real here. Everybody on the goddamn team black. You ain't see no white people get sick. Want to know why? Because the black man want to fade for opening night.
And we gonna name this episode the Rockets for the fades.
Take one fades, G. They had to get faded up, G. I feel them, G. I'm finna go see B. Lee tomorrow, G. I'm finna go see B. Lee tomorrow. You saw B. Lee the other day. You hit that man up on IG like, hey, bro, come fade me up, G. Christmas tomorrow. It's a big day. Opening day. Come on, G. Come fade me up, G. Come fade me up, bro. Come fade me up, G. Dang, come fade me up, G. Come fade me up, bro. So them out there with 7 people, that's not his fault. He got tested. He was okay. They decided that they wanted to go get fades, and that's why they sick right now. It is what it is. Oh, shit. It is what it is, bro.
All right, more week 1 talk. Let's talk 5 minutes. Hornets. Are they the team of the future? Is LaMelo Ball any good? How do you feel about that?
First of all, I mean, yeah, I think LaMelo's good. I mean, I still got to see LaMelo.
Oh, my bad.
I still got to see LaMelo play more, but yeah, I think LaMelo is good. As far as is he the team of the future? I don't know. Like, I got to see more work from him. I do like what PJ Washington brings to the team. I do like what I think they have a very young, athletic team. I also like what Gordon Hayward. I think Gordon Hayward is back to, dare I even say, being even better than what he was in Utah. Yo, are you trying to talk right now?
Yeah, I was, but my bad. I forgot I muted myself. Go ahead. Yeah, he is better than he was in Utah.
Yeah, so I think, like Gordon Hayward is back, and I think, Gordon Hayward's even got who he may be an all-star this year. Who knows? But I think they are a young, fun, exciting team.
But I feel you.
But I think they are a young, fun, exciting team. Are they the team of the future? I don't know, but I will definitely be plugging. But I will definitely be plugging into a lot of Hornets games this year.
I definitely think they are the team of the future. Looking at them now, I've been seeing them, and they have a lot of young guys that are athletic and they like to talk trash. And I think pairing those guys with LaMelo, I think the one thing that I want to see them do is put Devontae Graham on the bench. I think Devontae Graham needs to come on the bench, and I think LaMelo Ball needs to start at the 2. Because I actually think him, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and
TJ
Washington, as well as is it Miles Bridges?
Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles Bridges have great chemistry together, including just in the open court. Even that dunk that Terry Rozier had, LaMelo threw the pass. He caught the rebound, I believe, and then threw the pass up court. And then that's how Terry Rozier dunked on Kevin Durant. So I think that they do have good chemistry. And actually, I told you, I think LaMelo is Kobe with LeBron passing ability. So if they put LaMelo at the 2 and tell LaMelo just run the 2, then great. Perfect. Tell him to shoot. Let him shoot, bro. Him and Gordon Hayward, shoot as much as you want. Terry Rozier, take as many shots as you want. Just try not to turn the ball over too much. And literally run, get those guys in the open court. I actually don't like their coach. And I'm not going to... Never mind. I just don't like that coach. He's not good. I'm sorry. I just don't like him. He doesn't inspire me. When I'm watching him, nothing about him, nothing about his offensive scheme, nothing about any of that says like, oh, this is great. And I know they haven't had the best amount of talent, but I still feel as though he could have gotten a little bit more out of them. And I'm not gonna lie. This Drago, this shit, I be having it's probably because I don't be drinking that much because I got a kid now. I be having one shot of this shit and I be done, bro. Talk.
I gotta watch some more Hornets games. But I definitely think
watch some more. They're actually the most entertaining team in basketball outside of the Nets, the Lakers, and the Clippers to watch. Night in, night out. Even when they're losing, they're still very exciting to watch. They run up and down the court. They throw the ball up at the rim. Bismack Biyombo actually has been having one of the most underrated NBA seasons to start a season for guys that are bench guys that could have a good year in a while. I've been really, really impressed with Bismack Biyombo this year. He plays extremely well with LaMelo Ball. I think he was also injured last year a little bit. He plays very well with Terry Rozier. He actually plays very well with Gordon Hayward. I think it was Cody Zeller who broke his hand, correct?
Yeah.
For the Hornets.
Yes,
that is terrible. But the fact that Bismack has to start now, I believe he should start now. Or I wouldn't matter them running Bridges and PJ out there with that small lineup and trying to see how that is. I just really like the team. I think they have a bunch of young athletes, and I think that they're going to be very good. And I think in 3 years, we're going to be like, damn, Gordon Hayward really helped turn this franchise around because he came in. He wasn't great. They got to the playoffs, and he allowed them to stay above flow.
So you're saying he's what Paul Millsap was for the Nuggets?
Was he that?
He kind of was. He was a big signing he was a all-star who chose to go to Denver. When Denver you didn't know what Denver was. He helped stabilize the franchise and turn it around.
I'm not a fan of that take, but go ahead. Final thoughts on this?
Shout out to Hornets and shout out Michael Jordan.
Yep. The Warriors, they stink. How bad are the Warriors? The internet is saying my man Stephen Wardell Curry is a fraud. I said that by the end of the season, they're going to be calling this man Jameer Nelson.
Can I talk about Steph real quick?
Go ahead.
First of all, Steph's on my fantasy team. I've actually gained a lot of respect for Steph's scoring ability this season because that man be having to work so goddamn hard, bro. Like, G, that shit against
Especially
the Bulls
without
yesterday,
playing
G.
them, bro.
G, that
That's
shit against the Bulls
disgusting,
yesterday,
bro.
G. That man had to work so damn hard. Like, bro, G, them 40 points he scored was that's the hardest 40 points outside of that Raptors game in the finals that I ever seen that man score, G. That man was, G, it wasn't no room on the court. This man coming off screen. It's like this year, granted, Draymond has to come back. Draymond has to come back and be good, number one. I don't even know what Draymond will look like when he get back. Draymond got to come back and be good. But without Draymond, when Oubre is going 0 for 31, even for Wiggins, people want to talk about Wiggins, but ain't even no room for Wiggins to penetrate. Can't nobody shoot. Literally, it was plays yesterday in which Steph would attempt to drive. Everybody's backs was turned to the shooters. Nobody was looking at the shooters, bro. They was looking at that man. Like, there's no room on the court. I do love Wiseman. I do love what Wiseman brings to the game, and I think that Wiseman has a very, very bright NBA future, but he don't shoot the ball. I think he's great in the pick and roll. You know, Steph can run the pick and rolls with him and things like that, but as far as, like, helping Steph be able to shoot the ball, that's tough. The Warriors, it's bad right now, but I got to see when Draymond comes back. I think Draymond can help this team defensively because defensively also, got to remember, they did give up 128 points to the Bulls. That shouldn't happen. They had Wendell Carter looking like Al Horford, prime Al Horford. Not saying Wendell Carter bad, but Wendell Carter going out and give you 20 and 13 with Larry Marketing actually looking like remember how Miritic would look every March? That's how that man Larry was looking yesterday. How when Nico would put up 30 points in like 4 straight games. That's how that man was looking.
I told you that though. I told you Laurie was gonna turn into baby dirt.
No, he hasn't turned into baby dirt. It's just
it's gonna happen.
No,
you know what he's going through.
Warriors.
You know what he's going through. A metamorphosis.
It's just the Warriors. But
metamorphosis.
But no, to me, it's bad for the Warriors, man. Like again, I gotta wait until Draymond come back. I think Draymond will help the defense out. I also think that
Draymond not helping them, G. That man talking about stuff. Yeah, we was able. He named everybody but himself. And when he was talking about, we used to be able to stretch the floor, read and react. Yeah, you could read and react because you didn't have to shoot the ball. You was taking 6 shots a game. You talking about I'm not a fucking robot. You should be glad you was a goddamn robot. Cause now they gonna make your ass stand out there. You gonna be clanking them shits, and they gonna be
gotta shoot the ball.
You gotta be putting that backpack up. You told me Draymond can average 15 on his own team. It's only him and Steph now. How many gonna average this season?
I said that 3 seasons ago.
Let's do double or nothing. Draymond. Let's do double or nothing. Draymond points this season.
No, because he's not averaging 15. Draymond
how about this?
11.7.
How about this? 11.7.
11.7.
If we can go to 12, let's double or nothing with that KD bottle. That's 2 bottles of champagne for the first.
Which KD bottle? For the first 5 games? Hell no, no. Yeah. We can hell no. We can double or nothing on the man. Hell no, he ain't getting 12.
I'm not doubling.
That man ain't never. Hell no, bro. The worst that man average was 40. I have no. Hell no. No, I'm not making that bet. Hell no. No, that man for the average is smooth 11.5. That man ain't averaging no goddamn 12 points. Hell no. But again, it's bad for the Warriors. And no, Steph isn't a fraud. But again, things I've said for many years, like I said, some of what Steph does depends on who he has around him. I mean, he's still going to figure out a way to get his 27, 28 points. It's not going to look as pretty as it looked in the past because them shots are going to be tough to come by. He's going to have to go in the paint a lot. He's going to have to get to the line a lot. He's going to have to, quote unquote, score a lot more than, coming around. Because even now, he'll pass the ball and the guys on the team don't know, he's still moving. They get the ball and just want to drive to the rim. It's like, bro, Steph's still moving, G. Wait for the man to move around. He about to get back open, G. Oubre get the ball and he just take off to the cup.
G.
Bro, what you doing, bro?
G.
What you doing, G?
G. Oubre, G.
He get the ball, he just take off to the cup. G, what you doing, bro? Steph right there, G.
Oubre the KD, G.
Man, G. But even with Oubre
came to the Warriors, G, KD gone. I could be that
it's
guy.
It's my time. But even with Oubre,
You know what he said? Metamorphosis.
But even with Oubre, it's like he playing kind of sort of out of position at the same time. Like they kind of got him in the backcourt, and it's like Oubre really a 3 or a 4. I mean, it's bad. I still think they can possibly, if everything goes right, maybe be the eighth seed. Maybe it's gonna be tough as hell. Maybe they can be the eighth seed. But as far as me saying they had,
did I not tell you that they could be as high as a 3 seed as low as a 10th seed?
G, they not gonna be as high as a 3 seed. G. They could be as high as a 3 seed. G. They could be as high as a 7 seed and as low as the worst team in the conference.
Draymond could win Most Improved Player this year. Metamorphosis. And if y'all think Steph Curry is a fraud, I'm not mad at you.
He's not a fraud, G.
He's not a fraud, but I've talked a lot of trash about other point guards, and we all know what my motto is.
What you want him to do, G? What you want him to do, G? What you have, G? What you want him to do, G? I be looking at the games like, what y'all want this man to do, G?
Metamorphosis. That's literally, that man.
Literally, G. He would have to either shoot from 30 feet every play. That's the only place the defense might not be directly. And even now, the defense directly in his face, because when he passed the ball, that's like Eric Pascal. What the fuck he finna do when he at the 3-point line?
Cry.
Or that's Oubre. That man 0 for 35. What the fuck he finna do?
0 for 35. Goddamn, bro.
What he finna do? Like, what y'all want that man to do, G?
I just want to say this.
And y'all know how.
No. One second. If he get hot, G, be scared.
Who?
Oubre.
Hopefully he get hot. Free some fucking space on the court.
No, if he get hot, you know what you gonna see? Metamorphosis.
We gotta take that call out away from you, G. We gotta take that out away from you.
Oubre said a whole lot of red right now. Now let me stop. I don't even know what he repped, G.
That's real. It's like shot chart, a whole lot of red. His shot chart, a whole lot of red, G. His shot chart, red as hell. Red as hell, G. It ain't no green nowhere on that shot chart. It's a whole lot of red. That's the name of this. Oubre shot chart is a whole lot of red. That's the name of this. You're gonna put Kelly Oubre on Playboy Audio album cover, and that's gonna be the this episode. G. Yo, Oubre shot chart is a whole lot of red, and you're gonna put that man on Playboy album cover, and that's the name of this episode.
Take your shot.
Oh shit, G. Oh my god, bro. I am
Metamorphosis. I'm finna make that shit while we on air right now, dog. I'm crying, bro.
Oh my god. But no, Steph ain't a fraud, and it's bad for the Warriors. We about to have to call authorities on them men, G. Call the authorities.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Bucks and Celtics. Should we be worried about the Bucks or the Celtics right now? I mean, they both have gotten off to, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a terrible start, but I mean, it's a rough start. I think we both imagine them as being, both kind of teams that would be front runners in the East. I think we obviously saw, the Nets as being a team that could be formidable. So what are your thoughts in regards to, kind of what you're seeing right now? How are you feeling about, number one, the Bucks, Giannis signed that big deal. Should he be worried now? Like, I mean.
Hell no, he got $220 million coming to him. What the hell he got to worry about? Yeah. The hell wrong with you?
What you mean?
I'm about to get paid $220. I'm worried. What I need to worry about?
I mean, he might be going through the wrong metamorphosis. What if Giannis is getting complacent? Do you think that's what's happening?
No, because even I watched the Bucks Celtics game from I think the beginning of this. Like Giannis was doing things I had never seen him do. He was trying to do other things. Like he was hitting turnaround fades. Like he was trying. Like I watched him. Like, oh damn! Like, you know what, bro? You trying to get better, G? Because you really doing things that you wouldn't have done. Like you wasn't just running to the rim, jumping over people. You was, in the post, shooting the, turn and fade. You was at least like I said, trying things that you wouldn't have tried. I think maybe it might take some time for him to get it all together. Also, it may take Giannis some time for him to get it all together to install some of these new things in his game as well. So, no, I'm not worried about them. As far as the Celtics go, Jason Tatum still got the PG syndrome where the man want to, just because you can make a step back, want to sit out there and shoot step backs all goddamn day. Like the end of the game yesterday, this man get the ball and want to shoot a step back from 32 feet. Do you practice that shot? Have you ever shot that shot? One-legged step back 30 feet. Have you ever shot that shot?
That's hilarious.
And also, Kemba isn't there. Like, obviously, I think Kemba can be, a guy who can penetrate and help some guys out. And like, I'm with you, man. Jaylen Brown game isn't as pretty, so he not gonna get as much coverage as Tatum.
Be looking crazy, bro.
But no, like Jaylen Brown, all around is a better basketball player to me. All around, he's a better basketball player.
Thank you, bro. That's exactly
all around. He's a better basketball
what I was alluding to.
All around, he's a better basketball player.
That's exactly what I was alluding to earlier. It's like I think that we've been bamboozled, by Jason Tatum's flashy game and what he's been able to accomplish in the league. He does cool
step backs and things. Like,
it does.
It's very highlightable. Jaylen Brown won't make highlight compilations.
It also looks very Kyrie-ish. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, they probably work out
one of the things where so it's also one of the things where like I like it, but I'm sorry, fam. Like I don't really know how much that's gonna lead to like having like an actual conducive winning style as it pertains to like your team. I'm looking at him doing a lot of that stuff. And I'm like, bro, you got to calm down. In most of those instances, I feel like Jaylen Brown is actually the one that's going out there and actually, kind of really trying to play within himself. I think Tatum a lot of times is trying to be the hero. And I need him to realize that his job is not to be the hero. His job is to do what Pop said Kawhi learned how to do. And what Kawhi learned how to do was to stop thinking that every time a play was called for him, that it was his turn to score. That that when a play was called for him, that it was a team's turn to score. And I feel like a lot of times when Tatum gets the call, he thinks, yo, it's time for me to go and ball out. It's like, yeah, but you got other guys like Marcus Smart plays on my fantasy team. So when he doesn't perform well and when he has bad games, I notice because usually a good game for him is like 15, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. If he don't have 15 points, then I'm looking at his shot attempts and saying, okay, what's going on? And if he only has 7 shot attempts, I'm looking like, all right, what's happening? And usually Tatum's taking those shots, they're long threes. He banking in threes. Like, those are lucky shots.
That's how you develop. You did not mean to bank in a 3 over Giannis. You didn't mean to do that.
That's not how
you shot some bullshit and it happened to go in. And you know what happens when that happens? You play the Pacers and you shoot some old bullshit from 34 feet away and you clank that shit outside the goddamn rim. First of all, you 6'10". Here's the thing. Like I said, all these little, like these forwards who learn how to dribble and think that they Kobe Bryant, not realizing Kobe side to side was athletic as shit side to side. You big as hell. You ain't got the same side. Get your big ass in the mid-range, somewhere close to the rim, and use your side. You can do that same step back in the mid-range. You can do the same step back from the post. It's an easier shot, actually.
Yep.
Now, if you get past the ball and you wide open, let that motherfucker fly. If you want to shoot a couple step back threes a game, by all means. But when it's winning time and we trying to win the game, I would prefer if somebody your size, use your size to your advantage. But again, Tatum's still a young player. It's what, year 4?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like I've said and like I tweeted, I've been looking for him to take the step and and hit that level. I'm still looking for him to take the step and hit the level. So I need him to actually do that and make that happen. Like how long have we been saying, yo, Jason Tatum got the potential to be that guy? Like I feel like Donovan Mitchell, they didn't get drafted the same year, did they?
I think they did, yeah.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell has surpassed him as a player. So how has Donovan Mitchell surpassed you and had more actual real world NBA success than you? And you can't be able to, not more success, because they did go to the, they did go to the conference championship. But in terms of who's the better player, who the better player to you?
It's debatable. I think it's debatable because Donovan be doing a lot of bullshit to him.
It's Donovan Mitchell.
But I also know
Donovan Mitchell is Donovan Mitchell. And don't get me wrong, I have Tatum rated higher because I think that he has the potential. But Donovan Mitchell. All right, you ready for the cover, bro? It's done. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. All right, this is the cover for the podcast. Y'all ready? Hold on.
Shot was a whole lot of rain. That's a whole lot of rain.
G.
Oh my God, G, that shit funny as hell. G, that's one of the best fucking covers you ever made, G. Jason Tate. Kelly Oubre shot chart was a whole lot of rain. G, did anybody have a Kelly Oubre shot chart, G? Kelly Oubre shot chart. Kelly Oubre shot chart.
Oh,
Where this shit at? Nah, G, I need it from this season, G.
Metamorphosis.
Kelly Oubre shot chart, Chicago Bulls.
That shit is hilarious, bro. That is comedy, dog. I am
Ah,
crying.
G, where this man shot chart
That
at,
is
G?
hilarious, bro.
Can I get it from?
How y'all like that? Y'all rock with that? G?
Damn,
Let me
that's
know.
wait. Nah,
Hey, drop a like if y'all like that cover. Hey, drop a like if y'all. Hey, bro, we need to put the. Hey, Kelly Oubre, G. Let's put this on the t-shirt, bro. Let's put this on the t-shirt, G. That shit fire, bro. Metamorphosis.
G, this man. Where's this man shot chart at, G? I can't find this man. I can't.
Stop trying to find that man shot chart. Leave that man alone. G. This cover enough, G. He gonna be mad as hell, bro.
What you mean? He the man shooting that shit. He the one. That's him. I ain't saying nothing he ain't doing. Now, yeah, he getting the rebounds. He went out there, got 11 rebounds. That's important.
That don't matter, G.
That's important.
Kind of metamorphosis.
But you out there 0 for 36, G. What you mean? But again, but bringing it back in, she would be worried. I'm not gonna say worried. Like again, Kemba got to come back. Y'all still the 2-time MVP, trying to go for his third. I don't think we should be worried. And again, no real preseason. No real training camp. Now I don't think we should be worried. Not yet. Now, ask me January 20th.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Second to last topic, Pelicans. How good can they be? They've looked very, very good defensively, I believe, currently right now. I believe they sit either near the top of the West or at the top of the West through the first 4 games, which is good. Zion has played well, but not as good as I believe that he can play. They're 2-1 right now. They're currently scoring 103 points per game, which is why I believe that they'll kind of be more so of a middle of the road team.
They're giving
up 101 points per game. So go ahead.
They have the 27 rated offense, but the 3rd rated defense.
Yeah, which is crazy to me that their offense is rated so low because of the players that they have.
Now, my thing about them is if they're gonna have now look, I think the Pelicans are a defensive team, which is why it disappointed me last year that Zion was what he was defensively, because I thought initially he would be a much better defensive player than he was offensive player. Because I just looked at his athleticism and I'm like, oh, well, nobody's gonna shoot. He's going to be able to guard everything, and he's going to be able to go out there and get me 12 rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds. This year, he's averaging 11 rebounds, which is great. Good. Averaging 11 rebounds, and he's giving me 4 offensive rebounds. Good. He should always be tops in both, in my personal opinion, as long as he got his jumping ability. Also, Brandon Ingram can, defend. Lonzo, is obviously a good defender. Eric Bledsoe is a good defender. They have a defensive team. They have at least, in my opinion, I'm going to say, they got 3 guys who should make that all defensive team: Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, and Zion.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
And possibly they may have 2 future defensive player of the years. I think if Lonzo lock in, he could win 1, and I think if Zion lock in, he could win 1.
Okay, I'm not upset at it.
How good? And Zion averaging 2 steals. Granted, it's only through 3 games. Zion averaging 2 steals and almost a block. I would still like for him to give me.
The thing is, I just still been looking at Zion, and I'm like,
you watched them more than me, so I don't know.
It just looks easy, bro. I just want it to look like he working for it. It don't look like he working for it. Like I like Bron. It always look like Bron worked for it. It just don't look like Zion be working for it sometimes. And that's not to say he lazy or he stink or he's not the guy that I thought that he was going to be. He is very, 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 very good, and he's able to put up a lot of points, and maybe I might just be expecting too much of the young man too fast. But if we going to talk about it and we going to be real, I'm looking at Zion. I'm like, bro, I need you to do a little bit more. I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking sometimes he's moving a little, I don't know. He just don't be looking like I just thought he would look in terms of just energy and enthusiasm. I thought night in and night out, he would always be one of the most enthusiastic and most full of energy guys on the floor. He's not that way. And that's the issue that I have with him. It's like, bro, you should have more energy. You should be the guy that should be riling everybody up, getting everybody involved. Like anybody can say whatever they want to about Braun, but nobody could ever accuse Braun of not caring. You know what I mean? I've been looking at Zion's, sometimes like, bro, like how bad do you want it?
His body
language. Like, bro, how bad do you want it, bro? Like, how bad do you want it? You supposed to want it more than everybody else. You better than Ingram, and you just satisfied saying, yo, I'm better than him. And that's my issue with him.
Is he better than Ingram? Because so far this season, no,
he's better than Ingram.
So far this season, he ain't been. So far this season, he hasn't been.
He's better than Ingram. He's better than Ingram. Period. Point blank in the story. He's better than Ingram. He's better than Brandon Ingram. It's not even close. He's better than Brandon Ingram. Shout out to Brandon Ingram. He's very, very good, but he's not better than Zion Williamson. He does a good job at playing basketball. I appreciate the man. I'm glad he's not Huff. But no. All right? No. Just no. Stop. Zion is better, but Zion is a guy that I want to see more energy and effort from. That's my issue with Zion. I need to see more energy and effort. I need to see more of you want it. I need to see more of you being like, yo, I'm the biggest dog on the floor. I'm the biggest dog on the floor, period. Ain't no dog on the floor bigger than me, period. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to out-hustle. I'm going to out-rebound, and I'm going to outplay everybody on the floor. And I just feel like sometimes he just be content with just going out there and running to the basket head first. And it's like, bro, you can do other things with just your energy and your pace, because I've seen you do it before, if that makes sense. Go ahead.
I mean, again, I have to watch more Pelicans games. I can't say, even they play early on Christmas. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not about to wake up 9 in the morning on Christmas to watch NBA basketball, Pelicans and Heat. I'm sorry. So I woke up at the end of the game. I got to watch more Pelicans games. I haven't sat down and watched a full. I haven't sat down and watched a full Pelicans game. But just looking at what their rating is, and again, I think that their team identity is defense. So that means that their team identity is going to be defense. If we want to talk about how good can they be, they need to have about 3 people on that all-defensive team. And going forward, they better have some people naming Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson who are in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Because there's no reason those guys can't, especially with Zion. So you big as hell.
I Brandon Ingram too. Then, if that's the case.
Yeah, but
people want to sit up here and disrespect Kevin Durant and call this man Kevin Durant. Then go ahead, be all defensive team, be close.
But think about KD that's why I'm challenging KD, because for most of his career he ain't been close to it. But I think here now in New Jersey, it is imperative that he is. But also I didn't mention him because I have Eric Bledsoe, and Bledsoe, he's been on the all defensive team. That's why when I'm looking at him, like Bled, Zoe, Zion, I think I have 3 best defenders, so I need y'all to be that every single night.
I guess we'll see.
And what are they getting out of their young guys like Alexander Walker, Jackson Hayes?
Yes.
What are they getting out of
That's my biggest problem. Stan Van Gundy doesn't like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And I think Alvin Gentry really did like him and had an appreciation for him and allow him to play.
Jackson Hayes
played the minutes that he needs to. Jackson Hayes I'm fine with because he plays a little too recklessly. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he plays within himself. He takes a lot of threes. He played very well in preseason. He played well last season. I'm unsure as to why he's a guy that's not getting more rotational.
Why is Melly not playing?
Because Melly is Melly. What is
Melly has spacing? But that goes to Zion has to play big. Like he has to because defensively,
No, I don't want him to play big. We have Steven Adams for a reason, bro.
yeah. But the thing about Steven Adams is sometimes I want more space on the court. Steven Adams does not provide space. Sometimes I want space for Ingram to drive, for Bledsoe to drive, for Zion to drive.
So
At least with Melly,
Zion got to be in one of them spaces to where he can develop a LaMarcus and stop thinking he can just run to the rim. That's why I said he good, but he not what he should be.
Okay, but right now, okay, yeah, sure, but it's great.
Exactly. Even y'all in the chat room, Zion is mad uninspiring. Yes, he is, bro. He's mad uninspiring, bro. And nothing about him. When you watching him, he looked more inspired when he played at Duke than he does on this team. And it's like, bro, you in the big leagues. You should be looking. You should be screaming. You should be high energy. You should be running off the court, slapping guys on the butt. Hey, let's go. I'm not seeing that, bro.
I mean, he was for one. He was probably with some of your best friends. College is probably one of the best times of your life.
You can't also just hanging out with RJ Barrett that much.
Also, like you said, crowd right there. Maybe he's the guy.
RJ.
Also, again, crowd right there. Maybe he's the guy who feeds off the crowd. Crowd not there. Maybe he's the guy who feeds off the crowd. Like I said, crowd isn't there. Playing at Duke in Cameron Indoor Stadium. Maybe it meant something. So also, maybe he's just settling into his. Like Zion seems like a really good guy. At least I think he was raised correctly. From what I see,
I don't want to hear. I'm sick.
And
he's a good guy.
I'm
sick of hearing his. You know what he needed to run? Zion is not nice no more campaign like Kevin Durant did. Like Kevin is not nice anymore campaign. Zion not nice no more because I'm sick of seeing his nice ass be out there being nice and being humble. Get your big ass out there and just inspire. Like, bro, if Zion played with like 20% more energy, he would be a top 5 player in the league right now because nobody can stop him.
I gotta watch more Pelicans games, so I'll take your word for it.
No one, literally, just go watch some highlights. No one can stop him.
Highlights is highlights. I want to sit there and watch.
Go back and watch some full Pelicans games. They're available right now. Well, instead of turning on whatever garbage ass old 70s game you're gonna turn on tonight, turn on the Pelicans game on the NBA app.
I was gonna play 2K because they fixed the shooting. Oh, I be whooping ass with the Cavs. Next time they fix the shooting. Next time I'm on your ass.
And I'm beating your ass. I don't shoot well either. I'm beating your ass.
I'm on your ass.
Bring it in. Bring it in. I'm with it. Whatever.
I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass.
Whatever. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. We won and won. We won and won. You had a good team and I beat your ass. You had a good team and I beat your ass.
You had to fuck the Lakers.
It don't matter.
That's not why I lost. No, I didn't. I had the Clippers.
Even better.
Look, you played a good defensive scheme. I couldn't make shots. You dared me to make shots. I couldn't make them. You won fair and square. You won fair and square.
You're not gonna beat me that I can make shots.
Okay,
I had the Lakers and we weren't making shots.
We gonna see.
What happens when we didn't make no threes? What happens when we make threes?
You're not gonna make no threes on me. You're not gonna make no threes on me.
What happens when AD
You're not gonna make no threes on me.
What happens when AD makes threes? All right, whatever. Anyway, speaking of the Lakers, let's go ahead. Final topic of the night. Are the LA Lakers better than last year or are they worse? Talk to me, Pavi.
I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel and go against the grain. I think that they're a better team. I think that they are. I think they're a better offensive team. I think defensively even, you kind of saw tonight, but I don't even really want to say but you did kind of see tonight where, I don't know if you can close games with Trez or Gasol.
Game? What's tonight? What game?
The Lakers-Blazers game in which I was doing a podcast, so I was like watching the game and doing a podcast. I wasn't completely locked into it, but from what I did see, it's just like at some points in times late in the games, they ran a pick and roll, like some of the same things that happened in the playoffs with Trez last year when the Clippers happened this year with the Lakers. I think they are a better offensive team. I think that offensively the pressure is off Bron and even off AD. I think, the other night they had like 4 people with 20 points. That usually didn't happen last year. Kuzma's looking even better. Kuzma's a guy who I think he should have set in his mind like, I want to be 6th man of the year. I mean, you already famous. You play on the Lakers. Why not? It could happen. I think offensively.
If I'm Kyle Kuzma, in my mind, I'm thinking, why can't it be the star lineup be Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Anthony Davis?
Because AD don't want to play center.
Yeah, but when the playoffs happen, he's going to have to play center. Marc Gasol is just not – I respect him, but he's going to have to transition to being a bench guy. I will say this. Them losing JaVale and Dwight was big. One of them is fine. Both of them kind of catastrophic because we saw what was happening and what's been happening in the Trez when he gets.
That's your defense and your rebounding. Also, they've had issues with rebounding this year. Like even like I think the first game against the Clippers, like there was a Clippers possession where the Clippers got 4 offensive rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds. That would never happen last year. Like there are a much smaller team than what they were last year. But again, I'm not gonna say that they're a worse team because I do. I'm not gonna try to reinvent the wheel or go against the grain. I think they're better, especially offense. I just think that their identity as a team has changed, and that's okay as long as they have a team that can fulfill that identity. I think that last year they were a defensive team, and I think that this year they are an offensive team. And that's okay, but now you have to actually be a great offensive team. I thought last year they were an okay offensive team and a great defensive team. Shout out Glass. We had this conversation. We've had this conversation before. I think the defensive team, I think the Lakers last year, in my lifetime, were probably the best Lakers defensive team that I've seen win a championship. In my lifetime. I'm not going to go back to the 80s because I didn't watch that in real time. Even if you want to go back to the 80s, I mean, you had a juggernaut offense. Michael Cooper won some Defensive Player of the Year awards, but I don't think they were like a juggernaut defensive team. They won this championship through defense. I feel like now their identity has changed, and that's okay as long as they're actually going to be great with their new identity. But yeah, I still think they're better. I'm not going to try to go against the grain. I still think that, they're probably the favorite to win it all. But they got better in some areas and they got worse in other areas. But we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people have been hitting me up and being like, yo, the Lakers are way worse than they were last year. And I'm like, no, they're not worse. They're better than they were last year. Now you can't outscore them. And now if they want to lock in on defense, they can lock in on defense still. I think that even if you just look at them across the board, if guys like AC Fresh and all those guys are going to continue to play inspired basketball for you, then you have to look at them as being guys that's what they do. KCP, he's only averaging 9 points a game, I believe, this year, or 9.4. But if you look at him overall, he's still being very, very good. He still comes with energy. He still attacks when he gets the ball, and that's really what I want from him. Dennis Schroeder is a guy. He averaged, I believe, it was 18.4 points per game last year.
Yeah.
You want him to start. You want him to play well. I see Braun yelling at him when he's missing his assignments on defense. But one thing I've also seen from Dennis Schroeder is a lot of energy at the end of games in terms of actually just getting up into whoever he's guarding's body defensively. So he's, not necessarily, it's not a passive experience in terms of him playing defense on you. And I think that's what they need. So I'm not upset at it. I think that, he's a way better point guard option than Avery Bradley or Rajon Rondo. I think that the only problem is that you have is that Dwight and JaVale aren't there. And I think that, maybe they can get somebody near the end of the season, guys that, know they won't be coming back to a particular team or whatever it is. But if I'm looking at them, I think they're better than they were last year. They just need to kind of come together versus the Clippers. I think they were a better team last year, but they weren't together. I think they're together this year. I think they have to become a better team. So I think we'll see. But that's my opinion on that. So
yeah. Yeah, like I'm not gonna go against the grain for the Lakers right now. We'll see. Again, like it's game 3, game 4 of truncated off season, no real preseason. I don't think Brian obviously is not going full strength. AD's not going full strength at the moment. I think the one good thing for them about the season starting quickly is that nobody got out of shape. Yeah. Like, you don't really have time to decline. I even look at Brian like, oh, you look the same. Like, you still look like when you try, you still in like finals mode. Like, you didn't have no real time to decline. You only just sat at the crib for 2 months. So it's like, there's really no
real off time. You just kind of get back into the full swing of things. Yeah. But the only thing that I do worry about it is attrition.
He has rolled his ankle like 2 times in 4 games.
I saw him fall
today.
I
ain't never really seen you roll your ankle that much.
I saw him fall today, and that looked like a very different fall. I was like, "Wow, Braun, you all right?" He got up. I'm sorry, not today. Not today when they play the Blade. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Talking about when they played the T-Wolves. When he rolled his ankle on the T-Wolves.
Yeah, that looked like some different stuff. I was like, okay. And even when you look at Ja, like Ja's injury today didn't look like crazy on the film, but his reaction made me
Nah,
think
it
it was
look
something
crazy.
insane.
You jumped and you because like nah, it look crazy because you
It
like you
just
gotta
looked like
think.
he just like had a little tweak,
Nah,
but
but
his
you
reaction
gotta
was like
think
it was
though.
like
Now
catastrophic.
you gotta think like most people roll because first of all, roll ankles hurt. Like that shit sends pain through you. Usually, most people roll their ankle on the ground. Like you step on somebody's foot and like he jumped and came down and rolled his ankle. So you gotta think no pressure is coming down on your ankle. That shit hurts. Also, you know, he's
just better be careful.
Also, he's a skinny guy. Like he got the same, you know, amount of bulk as LeBron. And he wearing low tops. I don't know when people started wearing low top shoes. All LeBron shoes be high top. I don't know when people started wearing low top shoes. I don't know. I was always taught growing up, you don't hoop in low top shoes because that's how you roll your ankle. I remember I was even playing football. I didn't even want to play football in low top shoes because I thought that was how you roll your ankle. Like I didn't want to do anything in low top shoes. So that was another thing. Bronze used the high top, he's low top, you know. So yeah. So I mean, when I like saw it, I'm like, okay, he's okay. He didn't like tear nothing. Like he'll be okay. I'm like, it probably really hurts, but like he'll be all right. I'm sure it hurts though, and he gonna miss like 2-3 weeks to a month, but he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He also got to slow down. Like you just doing too much. Relax. Play within yourself. Stay on the ground. The best thing you can do for yourself if you Ja Morant is stay on the ground, bro.
I think he's trash.
Stay on the ground unless you need to. Yeah, but going for ball fakes, like what you block that shot and then do what? Kevin Durant not out there. Kyrie not out there.
I mean, you can say the same thing about KD. G. What you do that for, G? What you do that for?
Do what for?
Try to block that Rozier dunk. What you do that for, G?
Yeah, but KD didn't twist his ankle.
He came down. Look at how he came down. He did come down.
Is he hurt? Is he hurt right now?
No, he's not hurt.
Exactly. That's my point. So stop. Let's stop. It's not like Ashley or one of them situations where he came and he went back on defense. He was fine.
Ashley, I said, "Oh no, it looks like what happened to me." I'm like, "No, it don't, Ashley. No, it don't. No, it don't. Stop lying. That man clearly rolled his damn ankle. You got your shit snapped."
Somebody said they bought a wheelchair to the floor for you. I'm like, God damn, bro. Y'all ruthless.
You imagine getting rolled out of high school game?
No, she was in college.
Oh, she was in college when that happened.
Yeah, she was playing college ball. I think she said she was. She was playing college ball. She said she's a college hooper.
Wait, so what team? I gotta ask her what team you snap. You gotta get her on the thing. She like, yo, G, what? So what college you snap? What college you snap?
Whatever alumni she got in her bio, go to her bio. Whatever alumni that is.
Now I'm talking about who you was playing against.
Oh, like some random ass team, like Mississippi Southern or something.
Oh my God! Dog.
Anyways, final words. Go ahead. Talk to the people. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Twitter, man, at Pappy World, PAPY World. All one word. Make sure y'all go check out.
Update says it's gonna take 5 hours, bro. What the fuck? This 2K update. I definitely ain't playing that tonight, bro.
Make sure y'all go check out my latest single, Letter to My Ex in the South right now. Go check that out. fatfirst.com, man.
Hey, somebody hook me up with a PS5, bro.
Yo, low key, I just bought an Xbox Series X. I don't know when it's gonna be here. That motherfucker might take a while, but I just bought one.
I want one, G. Somebody buy me one. Hand me that. I need that. Any final words?
Nah, not really.
What's your favorite song off Whole Lotta Red?
I'm in between Stop Breathing, the song with Future, and Slayer.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
What's yours?
I'm gonna say Sky.
Sky is incredible.
And Bino.
Fair. Place got that cool ass. I was like, yo, did my phone cut off?
Bro, every time that shit happen.
I was like, yo, did my phone cut off?
Like, bro, every time I hear that shit, I'm actually finna start that song. I'm gonna go on my iTunes and change that shit so it can start when the song starts. That shit make me so mad, bro. I be so mad every time. Like, yo, my shit start. Like, oh, never mind. That shit go bam, bam, bam. I'm like, oh man.
That man Playboy said, I told my partner roll like 10 blunts for me. I get so high I could fall out the sky and I wouldn't feel nothing. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is a classic cover, bro. A whole lot of that is a classic cover. You put that cover up here on.
Hold on. Put your head to the side, bro. To the side, not the other side.
Great shot, Char. What's a whole lot of red? That is the best cover, dog. That is literally the best cover possible, bro. Wow. We gotta give you a round of applause for that because that's incredible.
All right, man. Any final words?
Nah, man, we gotta hear.
All right, man. Don't drink and drive, man. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. It's Hoops and Brews, HNB Media TV. Please make sure you drop a like. If you're watching this video, if you're listening to this podcast, please drop a like. We would appreciate it. It helps us continue to grow. Helps to let the fans know that you guys were here and watching, listening. And as always, do not drink and drive. If you're over the age of 21, please drink in moderation. If you're under the age of 18 in Canada, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. Under the age of 21 in America, don't be drinking. It's wrong. Don't do it. And until next time, we will get up with you all. Then it's been your boy TPJ and Pavi. Until then, Hoops and Brews.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah.